Since I'm at, you guys got me to 425 subscribers. Thank you so much. I'm gonna do a quick little live chat. So you guys, if any of you guys joined, you guys can ask me anything. But just if you want to ask me something, just put it in the comments and I'll answer it if I can. So, but while we wait for people to join, and if they do join, because it is like 9:30 a.m. here in Greenwood, Indiana, this also could be a Q&A. Like you ask me questions of like why I do my jokes and stuff, or stuff like that. But you can ask me anything. But I don't have a whole lot of subscribers, so it's kind of just this is kind of just for fun. And if you guys don't join, I'm only gonna probably do this until maybe 10 o'clock. But if this one doesn't get any, I'll probably do one later. So, but it just depends because if my grandfather comes out here, just ignore him. He always just comes out here, and there's a lot of you guys say like, why are you mean to your grandparents? I don't try to be. I don't like being mean to my grandparents. It's just the thing is he just bothers me. Doesn't leave me alone when I tell him to. Like, and even when I'm doing videos for you guys, he doesn't leave me alone. So yeah, but you guys can ask me anything you want. I'm up for it, and I will do another one of these when I get to maybe 500 subscribers. Even though that is not, even though I'm just really low. So yeah, because a lot of you guys wanted me to do a live video sometime, and I was like, well, I guess I'll do it today. And just if you hear my grandfather, just ignore him. All right, don't pay any attention to him. If you see me get language towards him, if he gets out here, just ignore that because that's something I've been used to all the time. So, you guys have anything for this weekend? Maybe I'm basically just talking to a camera right now, but we can just wait for people to join. And if you don't join, it's all right. We'll do another one later because I don't have any subscribers totally at all. But those of you that are subscribed, love you guys. Thank you. So, well, while we wait, if you're just gonna if you missed the live show, if you missed the getting in while we're live, that's all right because I'll probably do one of these later, possibly. It just depends on my schedule. So, more things we're gonna do, more updates about the channel. So, it is already almost spring. It's almost spring 2026. I've been doing this stuff since 2023. I started off with doing elevators. The thing about elevators that I used to like is because I used to be about I used to love elevators when I was a little kid, and I knew the brands of the elevators very well, even up to this day. So, like people I like Diesel Ducey, Jim Lee elevators, Heritage elevators, Patrick Ned's, and like I love like elevator channels. And well, yeah, the elevator channel too. Those are I just liked elevators when I was a little kid because they just my first ever elevator that the elevator that got me into this type of stuff it was I'm trying to remember because it's been so long since I started. When I started, I was 3 years old. I think it was actually it was an Otis elevator. I'll tell you that. But I don't exactly remember the one. It's been since like late 2013. I was only 3. But then, as from there, I continued on with that stuff, and like where I am today, I am sorry, guys. My grandfather's coming out here. I don't know where he's going. He has the keys. And guys, if you hear me cussing or anything or telling him get out of here, I'm not talking to you guys. I would never talk to you guys this way because you guys watching probably my favorites. Sorry, I'm just trying to get him out of here. Can you just hear that squeak noise? That was my door. My door's really squeaky. But hold on, let me make sure the settings are good because I haven't. All right. So if nobody joined, it is. And sorry guys, I'm doing this pretty early because if you guys are in other states, it might even be earlier. Like out in the West, it'll be like earlier time. Like in Oregon, it would be like 6 o'clock, or in California, like out in the West Coast, Western states here. If you're in like in Illinois and further west, your time's probably an hour and just up to several hours earlier. So sorry, I'm doing this a little bit early, but my time's different. So you guys happy about the spring coming up? I'm definitely happy about it because we'll be able to get now. A lot of you guys are also asking me about this thing. That is my garage. I'm sorry, I'm just doing this video in my grandfather's car. So as you can see, that is my garage over there. And a lot of you guys are like, what do you mean by Zern Mall? Well, so you guys know Jack. If you guys are on my, you guys been on my channel for any time, you guys know Jack. He's my best friend. Now, also, I'll tell you guys before we keep continuing about the Zern Mall, I want to tell you something about Jack. So, a lot of you guys, a lot of people are always curious, like, of the reason how we became friends. But I could tell you because this was the reason that we became friends. Start out kind of sad because for at least for Jack's side of things. So so this was back in 2022 when I was in 6th grade. Since you guys know Jack is little, but he can't help it. You guys know that, right? And he's 15 as well. He's 15 years old. He's just 2 months younger than me, and he knows a lot of stuff. And he the what in 6th grade, and even up to this day, somewhat times this day, but mainly back in 6th grade, he got made fun of all the time. And it and this thing is what caused me to help him, and that's how we became friends. So in 6th grade at lunch, I usually didn't eat lunch at school anyway. I mean, I did, but I haven't even, I want to tell you guys, I haven't even eaten lunch all year at this. I've not been in that lunch line at all this whole year so far. And my friend Wesley, you guys have probably seen him before. He keeps asking me to go get lunch for him, and I told him no, I can't because I'm trying to go all year without getting that lunch line. And I've made it this far. I don't want to screw it up. So yeah, so Jack had his lunch. And he was getting made fun of. People were throwing his food, and it was just I couldn't put up with it. And he was crying because well, he was just getting made fun of. So I helped him. I took him to the office so he can call his mom. Yeah, that's how me and Jack became friends. But and we've been friends since like 2022 because let I could not put up with him getting made fun of like that. I could not handle that. And then we became friends. So now back to the Zern Mall conversation. So back in October 2025, well, in this garage right here is where my Uncle Tom, since he didn't have a house, that house was for. I mean, not the house. That garage is where he could put all of his stuff there because we didn't want him to pay like $500 a month for for a storage unit, and because that's expensive, given that he couldn't get a house for like maybe even 2 years. He had to live with other houses over time. So yeah, we didn't want him to have to spend like $500 a month for 2 years, over 2 years. That'll be several $1,000s that he could just leave in here. We didn't care because we rarely ever went out there to that garage. So we always kept it as like a family storage unit, like where a lot of family members like can just like depending on the stuff that we let them put their storage in there if they need it, depending on how much they have. But then in October Since my Uncle Tom officially bought a house, we closed that down. And we can't let that people do that anymore unless we got a big permission. So we closed that down. And I'm gonna be like, since you guys know me and my love of shopping malls, Woody, down right behind me. If I walked behind me for about 15 minutes, I would be at Greenwood Park Mall. Well, as you guys probably know it on my channel, Gabe, can you go to the mall? What do you get? Well, Gabe, what do you mean by Gabe? Can you go to the mall? It's just a question. Well, what it is my friend Wesley, a lot back in seventh grade in late 2023, he he knew I went to the mall so much. Sorry, guys, if anybody no nobody's joining, but if they were, sorry because I'm just getting Instagram notifications. But he always knew I went to the mall so much. He was like, Gabe, can you go to the mall on a text like every single day because he knew I go there so much. And yeah, a lot of times I told him I couldn't because I'm just trying to go walk there. I'm just usually, well, if I do go there, well, a lot of times when I do actually go there, he doesn't text me. Usually when I don't go there is when he texted me, Gabe, can you go to the mall? So that's how that joke started too. Well, guys, I'm actually going to end this here for now. We'll probably do another one later since know probably a lot of you. I don't have a lot of subscribers, so a lot, but so my main subscribers are probably asleep. So we'll have another one of these later if I have time. See you guys.